I didn't come. Okay, no, fine. Yo, it's your boy, D. For Lie, aka the therapist.
AKA Denise.
I'm really.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hey, yo. You already know who the fuck this is, man. This is your boy, the one and only Rockstar James, a.k.a. MJ, a.k.a. the sexiest man on the planet, a.k.a. Mr. I was the one who brought fitted caps to the UK. Just saying.
No.
Just saying.
When? No.
Just saying.
No, stop saying that.
No, he's trying to shit news.
Yeah, bro, hey man,
What?
don't let me get worded.
Frenchie, aka Amani, aka Paul, aka Toxic King, aka
Ooh.
what I act.
Toxic
Yeah.
King.
Yeah,
Again, it's essential for this episode.
Shit. God, that you see it at the same time. Oh, you man are twins. Oh my gosh. Can we do it again so I can be part of it? Or
No,
it's too late.
yeah, see it.
Sorry, wait. It's not that thing.
If you knew, you know, innit? If you know, you know.
Yeah,
innit?
that's what it is.
If you knew, you know. Wow, man was in the future, then in the present. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Back to the future.
Hey man, yo, we just had a banging episode with the one and only Tremaine Way.
Coming
was
next
super lit.
episode.
But we dropping this first though. Why? Because of relevance.
Yes, sir.
Blue Therapy, you man. Blue Therapy.
Tell me you watched it. Everyone watched it?
Real or fake?
Real.
Fake.
Fake.
I think they're real relationships and they're real problems, but just like the setup, like it's like us coming into the pod studio. Does that sort of make sense? Like we have an idea.
Do you know what I think is fake? It's because the therapist kept saying, "It's only me and you in here. You can be as open as you want."
Me, you, and the rest of the cameras watching everything.
Me, you, the rest of the cameras, and like how many views per episode? Like 2 million
That's a bit of
other viewers.
Yeah.
To be fair, they did the banging job.
Banging production. Banging production.
Yeah, but she,
Banging.
yeah. But she means like it's to reassure people, innit? Like you're not. If me and you were in like a room full of like 50 people, and you were gonna tell me you shat yourself, you're not gonna. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna have to. I'm like, listen, bro.
Don't
Forget about them.
Don't worry about them.
Forget about the 50 people and their cameras and them calling in for miss.
Look me in the eye. Tell me the truth.
Do you know what I mean?
Did you or did you not shit yourself?
Yeah, literally.
Man,
That's how she was trying to, and she was successful though. I feel like people are getting onto her as a therapist, but I feel like she's the perfect therapist.
Brother, you a therapist that you're getting onto her?
Do you know what I mean?
Go
Do you
sit
even
yourself
know
down.
this game? I
Yeah,
feel like
no.
a perfect therapist is the type of people that will let you hash it out
Yeah.
and then ask you the challenging question
Yeah.
like, what do you think about this? Or do you think this would have... They're not the ones that will give you the final answer,
Yeah.
but they will challenge your viewpoint.
Yeah.
And they will make you think outside of your box. Because sometimes you can box yourself into one mindset,
Yeah.
but she will open your mindset with with another question and not give you the answer, but allow you to find the answer within yourself.
That's
Yeah.
exactly the role of a therapist. to
Exactly.
not give you the answer, but to make you to realize your truth.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah. 100.
Hella people on Twitter saying, "Oh, she's just there for the show, nigga." It was just a bunch of black people who've never been to therapists before,
Yeah.
don't know what therapist is like, and they just won't understand that.
We don't
Yeah.
know that, but to be fair, she did an amazing job.
I think she did.
Yeah,
I think she did
a
great.
therapist isn't gonna like. Maybe they thought. Actually, no, this is something fucked up. But like, obviously, maybe some people think it's like us having. Like, imagine if we try to organize a therapy session.
Yeah.
Like when the cameras and the thing are here, we talk over each other naturally. Do you want her to talk over people?
Yeah.
Do you want her and Paul speaking? Stop! No, I'm talking. Do you know what I mean? That's not what she's gonna do. You're there to listen, absorb, and sort of like diagnose, bring the questions forward as you were saying before. Do you know what I mean? So from what I saw,
And what do you think? What do you think she was? What out of 10? The therapist.
the therapist, like I'd say a solid 9 for age.
What do you think she was?
Fucking time.
No. If she's like 40 plus, I'd say that's a solid 9
Yeah.
for that age bracket.
You know what, G? Solid.
Exactly.
nice,
And on
You
top of
guys
that,
are actually animals. Bro.
no. Think about
Denise?
it. Bruv,
Shut
Hit
up.
me up, Denise.
listen, Denise, listen. I'm
At Rockstar James.
a young, motivated man. You
And you
understand?
see the way she
I'm-
talks? She talks like she's bare understanding. Oh my God.
I'd be so happy.
100%.
Just rub my head, rub my neck, man. Denise.
Ask me open questions. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Let
But
me
nah.
chat shit to you, bro.
Bruh, Blue Therapy was a mad thing. You know what? I tried to postpone it for as long as possible. I thought, fuck, I ain't trying to watch that shit. That shit is for some fucked up people. I didn't want to watch it, but when I thought about it, I was like, shit, all right, let me try. And then it just all made sense because it's so much bigger than just the people. It's so much bigger than Chioma and Paul and Jamel and Deborah. it's so much bigger than them because what they're talking about relates to so many people's relationships. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially Paul.
Yeah.
I know a couple Pauls in my life.
No
I
cap.
don't know.
No cap. Sometimes the way Paul speaks, it kind of reminds me of myself.
Exactly.
Fuck you, nigga. I know you was trying to talk about me. Yeah. Sometimes the way Paul speaks, it kind
I'm not involved.
of
You need to rewind the camera, fam. I was looking at the camera. I was looking
I
at
could tell. But he kind of reminds me of me sometimes.
That's
Not
toxic
all
king.
the time though, because some of the things that he was saying, I'm like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
She needs a bit more than that.
Yeah.
You're not feeding her. You're not feeding her enough. Do you know what I mean? She needs a bit more than that. But I can get it. He believes he's an alpha male. He's this and that. So, I mean, I can understand. But no, when it comes to your babes, man, you gotta understand. You gotta understand that you gotta help her feel assured, man. You gotta be there for her. Do you know what I mean?
He didn't watch our episode 1.
He didn't.
He didn't watch it.
He didn't watch
That's
episode
exactly
1.
why.
He didn't understand the love languages, did he?
No,
Did he, Dan?
terrible. Oh, hop on the cheeky fellas, bro. Listen, come here. We got a seat for you right here.
Oh
Bro,
my god.
this is where the therapy starts, right here.
It's open.
with the fellas, mate. Do you understand? So yeah, man, fucking blue therapy. It was a lot better than I thought it was. But yeah, let's get into that. Paul was saying, let's start with Paul. He's the main man, is he not? Let's start with Paul. He was saying what? He was trying to say, oh, he's too busy. Sometimes when he gets home, he's tired. He can't give the missus a little bit of wood every now and again. Chioma.
I would.
He's talking about Chioma. When he gets home, he's a bit too tired. He's not showing her the attention and the love and the affection. Right? As a man, do you believe that you might be working so hard that you might be so exhausted that like having sex and pussy is out of the picture for you?
Bro,
That
me
sometimes
just
you're
say
just too tired for it.
let me just say this. If you're hustling
Yeah.
and if you're in your world, like nothing, and you gotta keep focused. This is the same reason why boxers can't have sex. This is the same reason why when men are in that zone where they're just focusing on their careers,
Yeah.
that's why they don't have relationships, stuff like that. It affects their like, let's say gym man even.
Yeah.
A man that go gym like crazy.
100.
It affects every relationship, and that can be seen across all kind of careers or paths.
Of course.
Them people that are in their zone, they won't have time for no sex. They won't have no time for no pussy.
100%. But what do you think? What do you think? Because Paul was trying to say, oh, it's because I'm working so hard. I'm too tired when I come home. But they haven't had sex for time.
Unless like unless he's got like a full day routine. If his thing is just like wake up, go work, and then go home, I don't think he's that tired.
He's got an active lifestyle. Obviously, he's got clients. He's all over the place with clients. He's all over the place. And he's kind of doing fitness as well. So he's always in the gym.
Okay, yeah, then it's understandable.
To help his clients meet, he was saying one time to help his client meet to finish a goal or have an accomplishment. That if they did it, he'd run a 10K.
Oh Jesus!
Exactly.
God.
So
Yeah.
he's that type of guy with his clients. You know what I mean? So he is busy. But can a man ever, unless he's an athlete? Paul is not an athlete though. He's not. I understand he's busy, but he's not an athlete. He doesn't have to do that. Can a man ever be that tired that when he comes home to his missus, when he comes, not even just any missus, when he comes home to a chioma, that he can't lay some wood?
If you're working like Monday to Friday, bro, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you've got all that time where you're sort of like, you know what I mean, where you can actually like get down with your missus. But I think like during the week when I get home from work, but remember I cycle to and from work, go gym in the morning 5 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm knackered. I just want to open a book and read. There's nothing else I really want to do. Listen, it sounds sad.
That's how you what? That's how you downwind.
Yeah, so I just like chill, read a book, like message some people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Set up the weekend, stuff like that, but nothing like that.
So if your girl is right there, yeah, you haven't done anything for a while.
Listen, I'll tell her to get active.
Think about it.
I'll tell her to get active. Go hop in the gym as well, fam. If you've still got energy, you clearly haven't done enough for your Monday to Friday. Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
No, I'm not wrong though.
I hear what you're saying though. I think
he's at a different stage of his life.
I get
I
it.
think he's done that all of that fun stuff.
I get it.
And now he's past that. Now his head is focused. He's had all the fun that he's had. Like you can tell, like obviously, you know the way he even like holds himself. you already know in his past he's done madness.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that's been there and he just knows better now.
Mm.
I get it. What do you think? Would you ever think that you're in a position where you're so tired, your schedule's mad, you're doing so much in the day, and when you get home to your wife, okay, yeah, she's cooked, she's done everything for you, cool. When you guys go to bed, it's literally just sleeping.
I don't know about that. Still.
Personally, for you, you don't know.
Nah, I don't know about that, man.
I'm thinking for you.
Bro, are you dumb? This is Rockstar James. Bro, I could be the most tired guy. I could run a 50K.
You've never run a 50K in your life.
I
Don't say
could
that.
run a
No.
50K.
You
run
don't
a
run long distance,
50K.
MJ. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Whatever.
You could run a mile. Let's start
Yeah,
there.
okay,
You could run a mile.
I could just come from having a full day of work, running a mile, get home to my wife, yeah, and still beat the brakes off of her. Easy.
She said the break.
Beat the brakes. Bro, this is not a joke. This is my wife. I see this woman every day, right? We go to bed we go to sleep in the same bed. How are you? I don't get it. How do you, man, sleep next to a woman that you love? Even though you're tired, you've been through, how can you not even do one round?
I'll be very honest. Keep in mind, I've not been in a relationship since university, so I can't tell you the facts. And I live with my parents as well, so I can't tell you the facts. Do you know what I mean? I can't tell you from experience as to what it's like.
Let me tell you something. If my wife was a Chioma, it ain't even going to the bedroom. I'm not even going to wait till the bedroom.
Jesus Christ.
Trust me.
I
me.
feel like you say that because obviously you're excited about Chioma.
Yeah, you're but but deeper, that would have likely been Paul's excitement. Remember,
Cool. My
they were
boy
saying-
said to me, you can't eat rice every day.
Right.
Take that into context
True.
of you can't do the same girl every single day. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying cheat. What I'm saying is, like, when you eat the same thing, like,
Yeah.
it loses its...
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the point I wanted to lead off to. A man, in my opinion, a man that feels like he's not interested for days on end, weeks on end. When he gets home, he's definitely getting it somewhere else.
Nah.
I don't believe
Nah.
men can have their wives, right? These lot aren't old. These lot have been in a relationship for like 3 years. I don't believe you can have a wife so fresh or have a girl so fresh, get home and be that tired that you don't even want her unless you're getting that attention elsewhere.
To be fair, I don't know how many hours Paul works. Paul has clients in it, so he's not like a normal.
He hasn't
worker.
got set hours now. I don't believe
But I assume it's like he probably works like almost every day, and it's like on a moment's not on a moment. So he's probably has set times where he's like, this person, I'm working on this person, trying to pick up clients. He's building his network. Hey, this thing's probably gonna build his network even more. But me personally, in regards to like even spending time with you guys, to me when I organize that's an event. Do you know what I mean? It's an event. It's like, it's not an everyday thing.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll plan it maybe 2 weeks time. Remember even this Friday, I was like, when the speaker drops, bruv, park thing, let's all have a salsa class.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, yeah, I won't see you guys for another month for like a group setting.
Yeah.
So maybe for him, it's the same kind of thing. That sex with trauma or the intercourse with trauma is still something that's highly ranked to him. But it's something that is like, I'll only go for it when I feel like I've laid the foundations properly with work. Like everything's patterned at work. Because trust me when I say, there's moments where I feel like when I was in a relationship, I was like, I can't go and do things with my girlfriend because I've still got energy to expend on my work.
Yeah.
I've still got energy that I could be directing towards. And remember you were saying about
Very
like
true.
maintaining like your energy, your testosterone, all that kind of crap.
Yep.
I still feel, okay, this essay could be better. And let me work on this before I even think about, because fair enough, a relationship is work, but like intercourse is pleasure. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for a lot of us, it's like that pleasure is only something you'll go to once you feel like you've put in enough work. When you feel like something's patterned.
Yeah.
So whilst I understand, like, okay, yeah, in like his head, or maybe like for some people it's like, oh, but his girl Choma's there. He's probably sitting there like, listen, once this work is patterned, this is gonna be the maddest reward ever. Do you know what I mean? He's really thinking, listen, when I lay down this wood, when this work's done, I'm gonna beat like a runaway slave.
Yeah.
That's probably what he's thinking.
But guess what though? It's probably not gonna be like that. He's probably gonna be a 2-second man.
That's cap.
It's probably
That's
gonna
maybe
be a
not. I
2
don't know.
Even if
After,
it is.
when you've been off sex for that long, it's never as great as you lot think it is.
Bruv, I'm not gonna give my own personal stories.
Well, you've laid off sex, and then the first sex you've had, it's not been as great.
Bro, round one, bro. If you lay off for like 2 weeks, fair enough. Come on, man. If you laid off for like a month or two, bro, from time you get in some walls,
Nah,
you're
cap.
not lasting for time.
Cap.
That
So-
first round is over in a jiffy.
Then the
man.
Hennessy helps you, bro. Listen, don't say it as if there's not AIDS. There's you can bring it.
This guy.
No, bruv, I remember my first. Okay, obviously I'm a virgin, but if I was to have a first time, hypothetically, if halal things, innit?
Yeah.
Like if I was to have a first time, hypothetically,
Yeah.
that first time I outlasted the person by quite a bit, but no, by a long stretch. Like it was like, oh yeah, it's cool, we can cool off now. I was still out there raging.
I hear that.
Do
Though.
you know what I mean? So what else you can say? You know, obviously he's gonna be a bit sensitive.
Yeah.
He's not really been inside. If these wolves could talk, you know, then when Kendrick Lamar, shout out to you, bro.
Yeah.
But more time, like it's possible that with a bit of Hennessy, he's probably got everything. He's probably got the cognac, the
He probably does. You know.
Consavier
He looks like that guy.
in the cupboard.
He looks like that guy still.
And he's thinking, as soon as he finishes that shit,
Yeah,
drink
he's
that,
ready.
slap it down.
When you drink with your girl, it's a different ball game.
It is. It is.
Just you
know what I mean?
drinking.
It is.
But I understand. I
These
understand.
lot,
that's
they're
the
scary
steamy
though.
shit, bro.
They're scary though.
Wait, what?
When it's just you and your girl drinking, yeah, after a while they get a bit scary.
I lock the
Bro,
doors.
they get a
bro.
bit handsy, bro.
They get a bit handsy.
I've-
They get a bit hands-on.
I avoid my girls. Anyway, anytime I'm in a relationship, whenever there's alcohol, I'll sleep at my own house. I'll be like, I'm not coming to yours. The last time I did go to my girl, we were up until like 6 a.m. I was like, I wanted
Bro.
to sleep.
Mate.
Bro,
I wanted to sleep.
they don't want to go to sleep, man. They
Round
don't
after
understand
round.
it.
Yeah.
They don't understand sleep at that point
They're
in
just
time.
having too much fun. I'm like, I've had enough fun.
No cap.
Please, Disneyland is not where I want to be every day.
But fam, but with Paul, yeah, that guy, oh my god, I just don't get it. Some of you guys seem to understand where
No,
it's
I'm
coming
just
from.
trying to provide a different perspective.
I understand.
my guy.
I get it. I like that. It's always good to have it on a podcast. But with Paul, I just think it's not only that. He then went on to say, well, Denise, don't you think? You know when he does that, Denise, don't you think?
Only did that with
Don't you
her.
think? And then he went to Chioma and he was like, babe, put on a little weight, babe. Like, bro, like he's trying to say he's not been lifting up his gal. All the muscles that he has not been lifting up his
All
gal.
that gym for
He's
what?
not been pamming off his girl because she's putting a little weight over 3 years.
But that's expected.
Paul,
That's expected. That's
Paul,
poor.
you
Are the
don't-
weights you're
That's
not lifting in the
poor
gym getting
from
heavier?
Paul.
Paul, you don't want to swing Chioma this way,
Come on, man.
bro. The somersaults.
But you know what? I respect
Somersaults I
Chioma.
will do.
I respect Chioma on a level.
Yeah, she stuck it
Because
out.
Yeah, she stuck it out, and then she realized, look, this ain't going the direction I want it to go to.
Yeah,
And a lot of girls, they see that, but they just don't want to make that decision to be like, look, it's time for me to go, like trying to do my own direction.
of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Because and she's realized that okay, she's not getting things her way. She's realizing that Paul's under a lot of his own pressures,
and
Yeah.
she tried.
and 100%. And also, she's realizing that okay, she's not just being the way that she is because she's not getting what she wants, but she's also trying because she still does love the man that Paul is.
Yeah.
She understands his drive. She understands his mindset. She understands his behavior. So she's not only thinking surface. She's thinking way below the beneath the surface. She's trying to make things work. But it's also these little things that women need, bro. I'm not saying that women need sex,
Yeah.
but women need affection. Women need that attention, that time in the day that you can give them to say, basically, I appreciate you. What did you do today?
Yeah.
What did you do today? What happened? What interesting thing happened in your business ventures? And one of her biggest complaints was that Paul's treating their relationship like it's a business.
Yeah.
That was one of her main statements. Like he's treating it like it's a business. Of course, he's trying to help her with her own business ventures, but it's much deeper than a business. It's a relationship.
Yeah.
It's not everything's so transactional. That's her point that she's trying to bring across. Another interesting thing that I thought about the whole blue therapy thing is Deborah and Paul. Paul and Deborah, Jamel's thing, they seem like a perfect fucking match. Because at the start, Deborah was saying, "Oh, how
didn't
she
think
needs
of
to
that.
be, Gucci'd up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
how she needs to be Gucci'd up." And man even said, "Oh yeah, I got you that Gucci bag though." She said, "Okay, but like 2 weeks after, I wanted to go out. I wanted to catch a flight."
Yeah.
And he was basically, Jamel was like, "Brother, like I can't give you both, like."
That's unrealistic. That's what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean? But that's the kind of thing Paul can like give her, no? Because Paul's the one that's saying, and she's the type of girl that seems to just want everything to be given to her. She said her dad was doing everything for her as well.
Yeah.
Paul sounded like the type of guy that will just do everything for you and just let you do your thing while he's at work. you know what I mean? When he comes home, then, do you know what I mean? That's why, to me, you put on Deborah, seem like that man should have linked up, you know?
Yeah, I saw that as well.
No cap.
Okay. Deborah, I think the only sense in which them two will work together is the fact that they both love the image.
Yeah.
They love the Gucci bags.
Right.
They love
That's a
to
great
show
point.
off,
The
you know what I'm
image.
saying?
The image, yes.
But in terms of
rep.
practicality,
Mm.
Paul will not be able to give her what she wants. No way. Because remember in the last episode how Chioma baited man out, and she was like, "Look, I looked at his finances and he was broke."
I did not even see that. My
Nah,
mum.
she baited him out. It was peak. I was thinking, look,
Is
if
that
you love
Aftermath?
someone, you should not
Aftermath?
even do that. No. Yeah, it was Aftermath. Sorry. Yeah.
Right.
Episode 1 of the episode 2 of the Aftermath.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Yeah, nah, he's broke." I was like, "What?"
I said debt.
And she was the one that was paying the bills or whatnot. Yeah. That was a Mazzoline, bro.
That's a
That was a
Mazzoline.
Mazzoline.
No cap.
Can't, nah.
So basically, end of the line, Paul is chasing. Paul is a man that's chasing.
Yep,
He understands that he needs to chase. And because of that, like, his love life is struggling. He sees that he feels like he can't balance both. That's the thing.
But there's actually, I know I don't want to sound like actually no. So there's actually loads of research that shows that when a man is very focused on his career,
Yeah.
that his relationship path it's not the same. It's not the same as someone who isn't as focused, because there's certain level of competitiveness, certain level of like a mentality you need to achieve
Mm-hmm.
to be successful in your whichever career path that you take. So it's a thing of, is it the love life I want or the family, whatnot, or is it the career? And I think Paul made that difficult decision of choosing of career, because he knows that in the long term he can have a family later, but it's just right now might be difficult. You know the ones.
Yeah.
So it's a thing of, what did you guys think of when he asked her to get the abortion?
Bro, I think the follow-up question to that is, what do you guys think of abortions?
Abortions,
That's
what's
tough.
your take?
What is your take on abortions, man?
I don't have one.
You don't have a take on abortion?
Straight, I don't have one.
Well, I'm going to give you a scenario, bitch.
Go ahead.
If you were Pamela Ting from Lancaster,
Okay,
right,
what
and-
ethnicity? What
and
ethnicity?
Anglos-
is she?
of course it's an Anglo-Saxon.
Okay, no, don't say of course.
Of course it's an Anglo-Saxon.
The majority of my partners have been of color, but continue.
Okay, whatever. But yeah, Anglo-Saxon girl, she said, D-Dot, you see what we done the other day, like 2-3 weeks ago? I'm pregnant. I've got your baby. What are we going to do about it? What are you going to say, Danny?
I'm not gonna say anything.
The man said he's not going to say, he's not going to say anything.
Listen. Let me say this straight away. Yeah, this is gonna sound so fucked, and because it is. But there's two things here. Either I probably definitely will stay. Yeah, I probably definitely will stay. I can't say anything. If she wants to keep it, she wants to keep it. I can't do anything. Do you know what I mean? The baby's in her. Do you know what I mean? It's not in me. That sounds a bit fucked. So hopefully
It does sound a bit fucked.
Yeah,
up. I think I
but
get what you
secondly,
mean.
I always make the joke that I'd catch the first. Like, with my ex, she was like, "What if I got pregnant?" I'm like, "Listen, I've got the flight to Nigeria as a bookmark already."
Bro, why does every man said the same thing, bro?
Because it's fucking.
I know you said the same thing. I'm getting the first flight, bro.
First flight back to the.
First flight anywhere, bro.
ducking?
Yeah, I'm
Listen,
out.
I'll say
I've
this.
never said that.
Listen.
Not when it comes to babies.
What you need to understand is that every single girl I've got with though is minted. So more time, if anything, I gain if I have a child. I will never lose. If I have a child with someone, I am moving into a 4-bedroom house in a lovely village. I take no losses, none.
Straight middle
So,
class.
bruv, upper class. What do you mean middle?
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm going straight upper class when I go get
Pints on
pregnant off me.
pints on pints.
Do you know what I mean? So maybe that's so obviously with my little world that's been constructed. If a girl gets pregnant, I'm sitting there thinking, yeah, keep the baby,
Yeah.
and I'll be taking half of your wealth. That's pretty much it. That's all it is. I've got no
When it comes to
objections.
babies, this guy is the bad bitch of the situation. Imagine, I'll take half of your wealth. You know?
I would ask her to consider
Yeah.
all her options.
Think about everything. Think about the whole picture.
What is that you want? If you want a family, then cool. Like, but
Yeah.
I can't. Not that I won't be there, but I don't know if I can provide right now. You know.
And 100%.
So it's a thing where you literally think about what it is you're doing.
Facts.
That's what you want.
Before I give my opinion, I'm gonna say, you see, you good girls, yeah. Let me just say this: having a baby is far beyond the Instagram posts, far beyond the cute shoes, far beyond the nice little cute Harrods garments. It's a lot deeper than that. Having a baby is raising a whole person. The same way you went through education, this person's gonna have to go through education. The same way you're still on this path of life, they're gonna have to go through that as well. The issues that you had in your family, the influence of whether you had both your families in your life or just a single parent, that's gonna affect your baby. It's far beyond the surface value of just the material aspects of having a cute little baby. It's more than that. So deep it when you're having children. The answer that I'm gonna give is whatever she wants to do, I'm down. Personally, I'm way too proud and I'm way too deep in my ego to want an abortion. So if I have a baby, I'm gonna want that baby because that baby has my blood. Do you know what I mean? Like, that baby is me. So why would I want to kill off my baby? So like, no way. Like, if I had a kid with someone, I would always want her to keep it because that baby is part of me. I wouldn't want her to get rid of it. But at the end of the day, I will definitely weigh in both of our life situations, weigh in what we want to do, weigh in how much this baby is going to impact our family and if it's the right time. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's it. That's all it is.
So yeah, I'll
Timing.
definitely take all that in, but my first instinct would be keep it. We'll hustle through it. Do you know what I mean? That's my first instinct.
But would you want to bring a kid through that struggle? That's the only reason That's the only reason why men say like, I don't want this baby now.
Yeah,
Because they know that they've been through some
I know,
treacherous
bro.
shit.
Bro, it's scary, but nah, the way that I was raised, the things that I've seen, yeah, like where there's a will, there's a way. The thing with this life is people see life so linear. When you feel like when you're trapped in your own delusion of how you feel like your life is going, where you feel like you want to go, half of the time where you want to go is not even where you end up.
Of course.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's a thing where there's a will, there's a way. If you feel like your life, you can still manage your life, you can still be as rich as you wanted to be when it was just you and your girl, when you still wanted to go on all those holidays, you can still fucking do that shit. But you need to work harder and you need to make sure that you've catered for that baby, that your baby's good before you get onto all of the other stuff.
Yeah.
It's just going to be harder, but it's still very, very possible. That's my take. That's it. Nothing
Great
else.
Much
take.
later in life.
I love that.
No cap. So, did I say very, very harder?
Much harder.
Oh, okay. I thought I said very, very harder.
I say we take a shot to Malachi's.
Oh, yeah.
No,
You like
they're
that?
great.
You might like
They're
that?
great.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Fuck, nigga. Fuck, bro.
Best believe I'm still
I
catching.
bet baby people want some rockstar babies now.
Fuck you.
It will always be catch flights, not babies for me, bro.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oof. No, but real talk. Hopefully, no babies. Hopefully, no babies for the next 5 years
Wrap it
at
up.
least. Hopefully, no babies for the next 5 years.
Unless it's
but-
with a rich thing. If it is, so be it. You know,
Say no
understand?
more.
Your dad will give me a job at JP Morgan. I'll be making bags for doing nothing. I'm good. I'm good.
Yo, this guy. But yeah, now we've spoke about Paul and Chiroma's like relationship. Let's talk about what Deborah and Jamel's. Jamel, I tried to be in your corner. You know the way he sounded. She was trying to make her sound all crazy.
Even at the beginning, when she was saying, "I need bags, I need
Yeah,
holidays,"
she seemed like not the one. She didn't seem like the one. And then he was trying to make her seem all crazy, like, oh, like you want my. He gave her his like location. She was pulling up to his location on random times. That's a bit of psycho vibes, no?
Yeah.
That's psycho vibes. She was trying to make her look all crazy, but low key, my man cheated. And
I think. Wait, the
Worst
first
of
question
all-
I want to ask is:
Go on.
should an ex be involved in your current person's life?
boom. That's the crunch of the matter. He didn't just cheat, he cheated with his ex.
That's fat.
Mad. And it's a thing where he's a personal trainer or whatever the fuck he is. He's a personal trainer and man trained his ex.
That's mad.
Where does it end? Where does the boundaries begin?
Yeah.
Where does the boundaries begin, fam? Like, let's say if you was in a relationship with a girl, you were a personal trainer and your ex wanted to be trained.
Yeah.
How would you pitch that to your current girlfriend?
I'd be like, I picked up a new client today.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Would Would you tell her?
Would you tell her who?
It depends on how fat the ex was. Like if she needed the personal training,
Yeah.
then I'd be like, yo, like COVID hit her
Not
so
even-
hard.
Not even just COVID, the breakup.
The breakup.
She didn't recover from the
She
breakup.
never recovered. Look at the before, look at the after. Look how big she needs the help.
Yeah.
And it's only me who has been indicted with the blood of to do this job.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? But if she's like any common like thing, like
Yeah.
where she looks normal, I'd be like, bruv, someone else can take this job.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? But if she's like proper, like if I bring
Nope. There's no if, buts, or maybes.
if
You wouldn't take on your ex,
No.
especially if you're a
Sure.
new girl. She'll fucking finish
Fuck
you.
Me, everyone else.
Why are you pointing at me?
Yeah, you get fucked up. It
Just
don't
because
matter,
you
man.
know him. Accomplice.
joint enterprise.
Yeah. But
She's got hands.
personally, yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, I feel like I'm on a level or cool with my exes, and I haven't had many relationships. And the relationships that I've had were a long time ago. And I probably can in the situation that I'm in. But if it was like a relationship that was fresh like a year ago or something, and it ended terribly, we're not on good terms, or it's a thing where like there's
Obviously,
like
in this
love
situation,
lost.
You have to be on good terms.
Yeah, there's
no
like love
way.
lost.
Yeah.
There's no way that I can take my fucking ex as a client. There's no way. Because at the end of the day, you have to bond with every single one of your clients. You have to. It's not. You have to
Think
know
you
them on
end
that
up
level.
even-
You have to know them on that level. You have to know what each and every single one of your clients want. You have to.
What
Yeah.
they eat, what time they wake up, what time they go in gym.
As a
you know what I'm
personal
saying?
trainer, you need to know that. You
Yeah.
need to be active. You need to be active with your clients outside of the gym too.
You should have got. Hold on. You should have got Coach Johannes or I need to get a name up. It's actually bad that her boyfriend's thing.
Like Maya's.
Yeah, or
is
Maya's. What's Maya's handle?
It's like Tropic Maya or Zen.
yeah.
Zen Maya. You should have got Coach Johannes or Zen Maya on here for them
Yeah,
to
no
say.
cap.
'Cause
We
I
will
don't. We will. But I don't really know because personally, like, obviously, I think you're right. It depends on like what kind of terms you end on in
Yeah.
the relationship. But with me personally, once again, I've told you, I'm friends with I'm on good terms with every single person I've dated.
Yeah.
Because I'm just a wonderful person and they all love me deep on the
Man.
inside. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, let me ask you a quick question. I know this is not related.
No,
How
go
do
ahead.
you end on good terms?
How do I end on good terms? Like you either
Do you know why he asked you that? Because he's trying to understand as well.
No, I
He's
don't
trying to get
understand
the
that.
ways.
I never ended on good terms. I'm so
Yeah, you're
sorry.
trying to understand the ways, bro.
well, it's not obviously me. Remember, I've told me and MJ break up with people in a similar ways where we like kind of let them break up with us by
Right.
constructing the situation.
Even if that's the situation, it's never a good situation.
No. But I always make it like proper calm. So I literally like my girl went on holiday. And I remember I just didn't really message her when she was on holiday. And I was like, and I was like, you're definitely living your best life if you're on holiday. And I was like, I'll just leave it out. And then as she was coming back, it's not that I wasn't replying. I was replying, but it just wasn't the same. Like I let her live her life fully. Do you know what I mean? And then when she came back, she was like, yeah, I'm kind of like free now. And boom, like when she came back, it was just like, yeah, you can live your life by yourself. You know, you still got so much of life to enjoy. And
So she was used to just living life without you.
yeah, basically at that point, do you know what I mean? If you give someone the room, it's like it's not really like a like if you rip yourself away from someone, like when they're in need, then of course it's not gonna end on good terms because they're gonna be in a toxic place.
No.
But then in regards to like the person that it ended like a car crash, the reason we're on good terms is because like I really made the effort to like make up to them after it.
Yeah.
In that I was like, no, it was all. Remember I told you it was bad. But I went out of my way to like really show her that no, I really do care and I really do want to help you through this phase
Yeah.
and get you back to where you ought to be.
Maybe that's how Jamel felt. Because after the client, after
Yeah.
the workout, he sat in the car and had a 4-hour conversation with his ex. So if he finished training her at 6 p.m.,
Yeah,
they finished their conversation in
At
his
10.
car at 10.
that's actually how I cheated. As
And
well.
they beat for half an hour.
Bro,
That's how I
listen.
cheated.
And if you've ever had car sex, I'm just thinking hypothetically, right? Car sex is romantic. Car sex is in a very... Yes, it is.
It's like
Hey,
a-
man,
With
hey,
an
man,
ex.
hey, man,
Have you
drive.
ever had car sex with an ex?
Hey
Yes
man,
or
don't
not?
have a car, bro. Don't get him
No,
involved.
but my ex did have a car, but that was different.
Right. Okay, so you had car sex with
I
an
didn't
ex.
have a car 6, but
There was a car on the side of the road while you were inside.
It was there was incidents that happened in the car, like
Okay.
with my ex. Yeah.
Right, and it wasn't romantic.
It wasn't his car. It wasn't his car. That's why.
It wasn't romantic.
I wouldn't. What would you call romantic? What, just beating? That's
Right.
Romantic is
It's very
okay.
intimate
Okay, cool.
space.
Fair enough. Okay, cool. Probably wasn't. You didn't. But mate, probably you didn't have that 4-hour conversation prior to having
Oh
sex.
yeah, definitely not.
He sat down in his car, had
Yeah.
a 4-hour conversation with. Okay, maybe he said, okay, 3 hours 30 minutes. The last 30 minutes was fucking her. Yeah. So he had a 3-hour 30-minute conversation with his ex in the car, catching up. You know, closure, as you say,
Quote unquote.
quote unquote,
Yeah.
and he had some sex. That sex is going to be romantic.
Yeah.
You said what you wanted to say.
Not.
You've understood each other on that level, and now you're in the back seat.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? I wouldn't regard it as like solely romantic because I've been in that exact situation. Like,
Right, have you, mate?
Bro, that's how the second relationship ended.
Right.
Because I kind of no, it's so. Why are you saying it like that? No, I genuinely felt like really bad for like my other ex because of the way we broke up, and I feel like I remember I was on the way to the club and she just appeared out of nowhere,
Wow.
and we were talking and she just started like bawling her eyes out, like crying.
Yeah.
She was like, I miss you. Did this, that, and I was talking. I wasn't in a relationship with someone, but I was talking with someone at the time that I was currently seeing, and like I remember, I think just to like calm her down. I like kissed her, or we
Ooh.
kissed. But the thing is, do you know what? I'll tell
That said,
no.
that said to calm her down.
No. Wait.
Wait. Am I future or is he future?
No, let me.
Is he future
let me
or
let-
am I
wait,
future?
wait.
I'm so confused.
Wait.
Why did you lips up?
I'll explain. It's actually really simple. No, stop laughing. Stop laughing. It's proper simple.
Hey, this guy's toxic.
No. I'm not. I'm definitely the least toxic on this panel. But to put it very simply, it's the fact that when you're in a relationship, this is reason it's so dangerous to be in a relationship with your ex when it's
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
The fact is, things like kissing, holding hands, intercourse, all become a form of communication
Right.
when you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
So if that's a line of communication you've had with your ex in your past, and you know what kind of response it elicits, or how it ends a conversation, that's what you might mentally go to.
Yeah.
So in regards to like me,
and it's a thing where you know her. You
do you know
know
what I
her.
mean? And I know that this will result in this result.
Right.
So that kiss was sort of like me just going, look at the way I can justify shit. I'm a terrible person. But moving forward,
no, that's some real shit. That's some real shit.
but straight, do you know what I mean? And even like, obviously we went back to mine, and unfortunately we ended up getting together. But that wasn't love. It was more just like, okay, if I do this, we're on a clean slate. Like,
Yeah.
you're actually gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Do you
yeah.
think
Do you know
you
what I mean?
owed her sex?
It's not like owed her sex, but it was more so just like, okay, we're gonna do this, and I know this will make you feel wanted. Does that sort of make sense? Because that's what
It's
I
not
feel.
my business, though.
No,
That's
but
your ex,
no,
bro.
but that's the thing. Because there's still like a feeling of like a sense of responsibility for that person.
I know.
And it's when you feel that
I know
responsibility.
Exactly
No,
what
but
I
I mean,
mean.
Obviously, I know what you mean, but to me, I cut that shit out.
That's
not
right.
my
Yeah.
opinion.
I do my
You've-
best to do that.
You've got to completely disassociate yourself from the
100%.
person
You can't
for
be
it to
in-
work.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You need to change who
But
you are.
no, bro.
Listen,
You just touched a whole other spiritual plane when you mentioned that shit, because that's some real shit. That's real life, bro. That's real life. And it's a thing where like, bro, it happens like that.
Yeah.
And more time after the beat, after you guys done what you did, you guys literally can walk away, and that is the closure.
Yeah.
That just ends everything. You don't ever have to visit there again. You don't have to go back.
Yeah.
Not a single text,
One
not anything.
person, it has to end with one person ending it.
No, we
That
both
person gets back.
ended it. We both ended it.
Through beating the brakes. Through beating the brakes.
Okay, cool.
That was the closure that was needed. I'm telling you. But bringing it back to that abortion thing, I wanted to bring in some facts, bro. Like, bro, when I did some research, because Chioma was going through a hard time when she mentioned the abortions, because apparently in her family it's quite hard to have children.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So when you have an abortion, it's kind of like you've just let go of your chance, haven't you?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that's why it was kind of seeming like she was bawling her eyes out, this, that, and the other. Lads,
If that was acting, bro, she needs to be on the screens, man.
Hollywood needs to hit her up, basically.
I fully believe that.
Basically.
That was the reason why I thought, oh, this shit's real. 100%.
Exactly. That crying, how can that crying be fake? She was crying
With her
and
nose.
the tears were coming out of her nose.
Yeah, fam, that's how you know it's real.
I start beating cry, bro.
Bro,
When your parents give you licks, you're like,
and you're bare hyperventilating.
You know when you go to your room, you're like,
yeah.
just start screaming.
Yo, that's nuts. Yeah, that's the type of crying that she was doing, fam. So how can these niggas be saying it was fake? I don't understand. But yeah, just to bring in the whole abortions thing, I did some research on abortions, right? And what was the date? I think it was 1967. The Abortions Act was introduced.
in the UK or US?
UK.
UK, okay.
In the UK, you man, from since 1967, 2020 had the highest abortion rate of all time. Last year,
Yes.
we set a fucking record of abortion
But how?
rates.
Everyone's in lockdown.
My bro, abortion rates rose. Oh, sorry, my bad. Scrap all of that. 2019, yeah, the abortion rates set a record. There were 207,000 abortions across England and Wales.
Not even Scotland. God damn.
Not even
Jesus.
including Scotland. England and Wales, 207 bags of babies were killed, fam. That's a new record ever since the bill was introduced. Ever since the act was introduced in 1967. What the fuck is going on?
Summer 19 was a mad one.
Bro. Nah, Summer 19 was a mad one. Bro, it was a mad one.
Okay.
But come on. 207 bags of abortions, bro. What's going on? What you man? What the fuck is going on?
Well, you don't want to bring a baby into the
Like, what happened? And I looked and I checked the spike. There was literally a spike from 2016 to 2019 of just hella abortions. Abortions, people not wanting babies, people not having babies, people just killing off their babies. Why is this happening, fam? What's the reason?
Well, I can't give you the.
Yeah,
I
don't know.
can't really
I
give
don't
you a
know the
causal.
I don't know the answer either.
I can't give you a causal relationship.
I don't know the
but
answer.
There is like a growing like feeling with the UK. Sorry,
Let's go.
Hey, fever. But obviously there's a growing feeling.
Low-key,
in the UK,
low-key
where
COVID-19.
No, I've been double vaccinated. It's a behaviour. So I'm the only nigga here that definitely hasn't got COVID. So let's not do that. But obviously in the UK there's like a growing feeling where people don't want to bring people like children into the world when you don't feel like you're in a financially stable situation to give the child the best shot at life. Do you know what I mean? Like, as you were saying before, you know, you're gonna struggle, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. Some people don't want to put a child through that. You know what I mean? They don't. If you ask me, I was gonna put. If I was ever in government, actually, no, let me not say that unless I actually make a pursuit of government and they screw me over. But on top of that, a lot of people now put their like. It's not. This isn't people putting their careers first. It's them having a deeper understanding of like the love that a child needs. Do you know what I mean?
Of course, yeah.
And if you're on one path in life, and a child would divert that, but you're focused on you don't want to like put a child through the suffering that will come with you being focused on you. Do you know what I mean? Like, this isn't me dissing anyone, but I remember like as a kid, I have a vivid memory of rarely seeing my mum as a kid.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? But fortunately enough, in my case, that's meant that like I have like really good relationships with my aunts. I have really good relationship with my mum and tons of other women in my life. But it means that the relationship I had with my mum wasn't as solidified as a kid.
Right.
So some people definitely look back and think to themselves, well, I know I've been through this as a kid. I don't want my kids to go through this. Do you know what I mean? So obviously I'm not a woman. I can't go through the same sort of thought processes. But I can say that, like, in regards to like my view as like a man living in the world, I'm like, whenever I think of a child, I'm like, I don't want to ever put a child through what I've gone through. In regards to like the trauma that I've been through, I don't want them to go through the same struggles that I've gone through. You want a child to live a good life,
Of course.
a healthy one at that.
Of course.
And like on top of that, there's like, you kind of don't want to like, sort of. No, it's not being selfish in any way, shape, or form, but it's a case where maybe you're just not selfless enough.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Maybe you're not at a point in your life where you can give your all. I can barely give my all to myself,
Bro,
and you want me to give my all
that's
to
big facts, bro.
to a child.
Nigga, we still trying to figure it out.
Like, bro, I've said this so
We
many
still
times.
trying to figure it out.
I've said this so many times. Yeah, this is gonna sound so fucked because it is. But I've always said if I had a kid right now, yeah, deep down on the inside, I'd resent the kid.
Real.
I'd resent on no level.
Fuck shit.
If I had a kid, if someone came up to me today and was like, "Oh yeah, I'm pregnant with your child," obviously everyone's like, deep down inside, I'd just be like, "Man, fuck you."
Fuck.
Like,
Why?
Because
Just why?
because I have my own goals and dreams, things that I want to do, and I know that if I had
And
a kid now,
because of the responsibility I have to you,
yeah,
I couldn't be the best me.
do you know what I mean? And it's like you kind of have to put your life on pause.
But
You know,
how can you think that for a child?
no, it's not. No, deep. It's not the child's
It's
fault.
not
I'm
the
not saying.
child's fault.
I'm not saying this is the forefront of my mind. I'm saying this is in the back.
Yeah.
Because the forefront of your mind is like,
those dark thoughts.
do you know what I mean? Because
The ones that you don't share. No.
yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
you're not gonna tell your kid this, but at the front of your mind, at all times, the forefront of your thoughts would be
Provide and protect.
provide for that kid,
Yeah, yeah.
give them the
course.
best shot, because that's your responsibility.
Yeah.
But in the back, there's every single moment of every single day where instead of you studying and you doing you're working in Amazon packing fucking 20 boxes a day so you can put nappies on a kid. You're gonna be thinking,
imagine I could have.
Yeah.
Could have been.
Do you know what I mean? Imagine what I could have. Imagine
And
what I could
fam,
have done.
I ain't even got a kid, but when I was doing that, I hated everything. I was in the worst place. When I was in Amazon packing shelves, when I was in Tesco warehouse in fucking 1 degree
yeah,
packing fucking grocery shelves, I was pissed.
yeah.
So imagine if I had a kid.
And you're and it's not like having a kid is a choice. Yeah, I think that's now what it's become in regards to how
Definitely.
we refer to it.
I'm gonna go into the 7 grounds of for an abortion later,
Yeah.
but definitely
Yeah.
having a kid is a choice.
Having a kid is a choice. But even with that choice, it's kind of a choice you're forced into. Do you know what I mean? No, you're not forced into. That's cap. But it's
Just
like,
the
it's what-
morals,
yeah, do you know what I
just the
mean?
morals and
Do you know what I
the
mean?
That was
tradition.
your fault, basically.
You know, of course. I take if a child's brought into this world, it's 100% my responsibility.
Full responsibility.
There's no cutting the
Full.
corners with
Nope.
that one there. But 100%, I don't think there's a moment within me where if I don't have a kid on my terms, or when I feel like I'm stable or I'm doing what I want to do, if I had a kid right now, I'd resent the kid. Deep down on the inside, I'd be like, there's so much that I want to do that I can't do
Yeah.
because of you.
No cap.
And the fact that you exist. Do you know what I mean? But imagine how a woman feels that has her own aspirations, and she's literally for 9 months got to carry their kid. She probably wants to go outside and do her own thing. She probably wants to go hang out with friends. She wants to live her life, live her young years.
Yeah.
And they're just gone.
And still, again, just to reiterate, these are the darkest thoughts of your mind. In the forefront, I've heard so many women say, at first they were scared of having kids, but later on they're realizing that it's one of the best things. that's
Greatest
happened to them.
things.
Yeah.
One of the greatest
I
things.
know a couple baby
So
mums
many
that
insights
love-
of life
Yeah, they
that
love
they've
being
had.
a mum.
Just being grounded, because the person they were before, you never know who they be today. Having kids has grounded them as a person themselves and taught them so many things about life that they
the
probably wouldn't
reality.
have tapped into
Yeah.
if they didn't. Do you know what I mean? So having a kid is definitely a blessing, and depending on where your mindset is, it could also be a curse. I want to get into the 7 grounds of having an abortion, because you can't just turn around and say, okay, I want an abortion. You need a reason.
Yeah.
There's 7 grounds of having an abortion. I'm only getting into the top 3 because the top 3 are really the ones that have the main focus. So ground A is ground A to G. Ground A is to G. And ground A is that the continuance of the pregnancy would involve risk to the life of the pregnant woman greater than if the pregnancy were terminated. Ground B, that the termination is necessary to prevent grave permanent injury to the physical or mental health of the pregnant woman. Ground C, the last ground I'm going to state, that the pregnancy has not exceeded its 24th week, and that the continuance of the pregnancy would involve risk greater than if the pregnancy were terminated, or injury to the physical or mental health of the pregnant woman. This is of the government website. You
So
can catch this.
basically-
Anyone can read this. You can catch this on the government website. Just look under abortions and they'll give you the drop down list of everything.
So basically, the health of the woman or the child.
Put on the forefront of having an abortion. And believe it or not, ground C and D are the biggest grounds of having an abortion. So there's actually 98% of abortions in the year 2019 was under ground C. So just taking in the fact that it was under 24 weeks of actually the baby's development, and putting first the mental health of the woman.
Do we know anyone, or are we anyone that have been through that process? You don't have to answer if you don't want to
I
answer.
feel like that is
Very personal.
something that's very personal and not a lot of people will talk about.
Yeah.
People will go get that done and you will never hear that is a skeleton in the fucking closet. You will never know that certain people have had an abortion on that certain level. I feel like, personally, I don't know anyone, or I do know someone, but I'm definitely not going into it. But I don't know anyone other than that who's had an abortion, but I'm sure many have. And it's a skeleton in the fucking closet, mate.
Yeah, no, I haven't been through that process, thank God, but it's a scary thing to think about. That's your whole human life.
Yeah.
Imagine that baby grows up. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, did you watch that? Bad time to make a joke, but did you hear that? Double homicide. Was it double homicide or triple homicide?
Double. Jesus. So the conditions were basically all focused on the mental and physical health of both the mother and the
Mental,
child.
physical health of the mother.
Do you know what? I think those are sound conditions. This is a really cool question. Have you got other questions on your list?
I think I do, but go on, mate.
This is a really cool question, and it's one I've debated like a lot. How would you change the factors that allow people to bring a child into the world? Would you restrict them a bit more? Do you think you let anyone have a kid? That's what I'm basically asking.
Bro, that is a mad question. Definitely, I wouldn't, just for moral reasons, and I don't want to bring in social or economic reasons into it, but just for moral reasons, I'm gonna leave it to everyone.
So you're leaving it as it is.
Leave it as it is.
Bet.
Who wants to have a baby? Have a fucking baby.
Money.
But if you bring in social and economic reasons, fuck, it gets fucked.
Yeah, but I kind of believe in the social economic reasons.
Hey, go ahead. Do you think,
Yo, this episode is developing into something else.
do you think you would change it based on socioeconomic reasons?
Based on that, maybe, yeah. Because look, think about the population that we have and how much resources we have to provide for everyone.
Hey, China, top 2, max 2 babies.
Yeah, they capped it, but they're fucked now.
Is it?
They're fucked. They've got a really
They
low,
released that, no?
they've-
They released
They've
that.
upped it to 3, but
Yeah.
they don't provide support, like financial support, people that have babies to people who aren't having babies.
Oh, fuck.
Or maybe they do. It's just not enough, because here you get child support, there you get
Yeah.
hardly anything. And if the baby's gonna cost you money, I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, of course.
The baby's free, you have a baby. But they don't encourage them to have kids. So they
Obviously,
don't.
Sorry,
I'm
bro.
not,
Say,
I'm
what
not
you
in
gonna say?
politics or anything. So I don't
No,
know.
it's sound.
I don't know what kind of structures I would put into place, but on a level, I
This is
feel
a
like
whole section on its own.
yeah, this is probably have to separate a whole section for that. Bring
Probably do
someone
an
in
Insta
who
Live
knows-
or something.
You know them ones, yeah. Trust.
I know
Hey,
you.
from Clubhouse, man.
We can do a clubhouse.
We need to start doing clubhouses.
If they want to come for me on
A
Clubhouse,
clubhouse
they
on this? Yeah, we'll be lit. Go on, bro. Probably
Yeah,
make
no.
a statement.
Yeah, so amen. You're
Get them to challenge it.
Fucking hell. Like, this is a very serious topic, and I don't want to make.
Yeah, you don't want to make some claims that
'cause
you.
Actually, to be fair, I had a conversation with one of my friends who, basically one time had one, when she was distraught, like, and then the next time where she got pregnant, she was like, "No, I'm not doing that again."
Never again.
So in that sense, where, like, I understand the relationship where a mother has with that unborn child is a very serious thing, and I don't expect no one to have like the guy has to like choose whether, you know what I'm saying, like the whole situation with Paul and Chioma where he said, "I won't be there for that child." That should never have happened.
Never have happened.
Wait, is that what you
Never.
said?
He basically said that he knows that with everything going on in his life, he wouldn't have been able to provide and be there.
That's cap.
Bro,
If that
saying
was your
that to a
fault,
pregnant woman, oh
then
my
initially
god.
you should have wore that condom.
That's what
or
I'm
had
saying.
That
When
contraceptive.
he said that, I was like, bro, why the hell are you in this
That's
relationship?
exactly what I was saying.
Why are you pamming in the way that you're pamming her? Like, what are you doing, Bram?
Yeah.
How can you just coast with everything and then bring that to her when she's got a baby, knowing full well in her family it's tough to have babies?
He's a pagan. That's a very fucked up thing to say.
And niggas try to compare me to him at the start of the episode. Come on,
Nah,
bruv.
cool.
Come
I
on,
take it back.
bruv.
I take it back.
But yeah, sorry, I don't even want to escape because I want to hear what you have to say.
Oh, me?
Socioeconomic reasons, man.
So mine is there's like two layers to it. I won't get into every layer. If someone wants to
if
come
you
with me-
were Boris,
if I was Boris,
if
If I was Boris, I'd put a cap on how many kids you have based on your household earnings. But that's only.
Fuck.
But it's very. The reason behind it, there's like
based
two
on
layers.
household earnings.
Yes, and the reason for this is that it'd be like, if this was legislation, it'd be that I believe the government ought to provide equal opportunity for every single person in society. Yes.
Yeah.
So me and you should have equal opportunity to fricking I don't know, what's a really like Anglo-Saxon name that's middle class?
George.
No, that's not. Bruv, we know Bear
just
Georges.
We know Bear George.
Richard.
Alright,
Or
cool. William.
Yeah, William. Oh, there we go. William.
I know William.
William or Richard. Like, we should all be on a level playing field with them, and I believe the government ought to prop up individuals to ensure they can do that. Yeah. However, I also don't believe that the people that live in the country should be able to run willy-nilly with how many kids they have. So the government then has to fund every single child.
Right.
Because I think one thing
Cash loss.
yeah, do you know what I mean? And in my head, having a child is in and of itself a fun thing to do. As in, like, some people regard it as a blessing, some people regard it as this, that, and to me, it's something that people do out of like partial enjoyment, yeah. Unless it's come out of something really, really bad, we won't get into that. And in my head, it's like you shouldn't be allowed. Not that you shouldn't be allowed. I think it's unfair for you when you're on your high to bring a child into the world when you can't support that child fully.
Right.
Because then you restrict the level of enjoyment and happiness that child can achieve in their life. So for example, like me, the life I've been born to is a very good one. I'll be very honest. Compared to children in like other parts of the world, it's a very, very, very good one. Yeah. But then when I compare it to people that are up north or like people that are in some of the poorest areas in the world, if you have a kid and that kid literally can't do anything in their life, they don't pick up any good habits, they haven't got any opportunities in the local area, they haven't got, it's just like the kids, whilst yes, I cannot dictate as to, or I cannot assume the level of happiness one can achieve. I think that's a fairly universalistic view of things. I do have put my foot down when I say there are certain happinesses that a child cannot achieve if they're not born into the right environment.
Yeah.
So catch what I'm saying. So I would put a limit on it. I'd be like, okay, each house.
Okay, but
yeah, go ahead.
what do you think about the correlation between people with, like, let's say poverty, for example,
Yeah.
and the amount of children they have?
So that's a bit weird. So basically, that partially there's like numerous factors in that regard.
That's more of a survival kind of thing.
It is, and I can explain it. So in like third world countries or in areas where things such as like the fiscal policy or let's say pensions don't exist, you actually need to have more children. Well, not need. It's more of like a sort of not catch 22. That's the wrong way to phrase it. But you kind of have kids as a means of ensuring that you don't have to have a pension. Yeah. As in, when you're getting to old age, your child basically aids you in provides for you and aids you in surviving. However, in the UK, that isn't needed. You don't need to have more kids. Just going like this argument is only based in the UK. The whole capping kid things. Yeah. Do you catch what I'm saying? So, in regards to poverty being a reason for people having more children, it's more so a thing where people are like, well, I need to safeguard for my future, so I may have more children because I need people to take care of me in my old age. But I think religion also ties into it as well. It gets really complex the more you dig into it. But like Chris, I think I'm not too sure. Please do call me out if I am wrong. This is one of the situations where I'm inviting it. I think in like certain religions like Islam or like Christianity, there's like an active calling to have many or numerous children, and I'm just there like, please stop. Unless you're earning like bare money. Like, cause deep it, like, I'm not a conservative. I'm not anything, but I don't want to pay for your kid. I don't know, deep it. I don't want to pay. Like, obviously, but maybe I've been brainwashed because of like the Sun newspaper back in the day where we demonize young teenage mums, this, that. But straight facts, I don't want to pay for you, MJ, if you have 20 kids. I'd be like, bro, fuck your kids. I don't know your kids. Yeah. You've had your kids because of your choice. Right. You wanted to have those kids. That's a want. Yeah. That's something that you wanted to do.
You did it and you didn't care about the consequence.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But I should then I'm forced, partially, because of the country I live in, to pay for your children. They're like, no. Yeah. So just to wrap up in it, I don't want to, obviously I know you probably want to get into more things, but obviously please come for this argument. If you're hard and you want to come debate with me, any of you, man, come for me straight. But straight facts, it's the case that I believe there should be like a tie between your economic earnings and the amount of children to a certain level, maybe like 3 kids, and then after that.
Fam, do you know what's mad, bro? That needs to be debated. Yeah. That needs to be a solid debate in the UK. Yeah. Definitely, because if you're broke, you should not be having bare kids. Yeah. You should not be having bare kids. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that, when it comes to benefits, this, that, and the other, there's a lot of people that ride on their kids. Yeah. To bring in the cash at home. It's fucked, but hey. That's something else. We're not going to get into that.
Actually, to be fair, I know a clear example. Not saying that, I don't know the exact people, but so how do I word this?
Better be careful, bro.
No cap. Shit.
So someone I know, they had many kids not in order, but the fact that they have this the income from the government, they live off that from their many kids. Their kids now had kids from young. By young, I mean like secondary school.
Jesus.
Fucked up, right? So now, imagine they're all living in that one space. So can you imagine the kind of income they're getting from the government? No work.
And they don't have
These
to work.
things happen
nothing.
though. These things happen.
And at the end of the day, it might sound a bit weird to say, but there's people that have to actually work for their holidays, save for their holidays, save for their pensions, this, that, and the other. And there's people that are just having loads of kids, don't work a day in their life, can still get these rewards, and can still go on the yearly family holiday, can still go on all of this stuff, have that car, and they're not doing shit. It's just because of the kids.
Listen to me.
But
This ain't Nazi Germany with a badge thing as MJ brought in a couple like, what's it? It's time ago, innit?
I don't want to go too deep into this because this is techie.
It becomes very difficult.
This is a techie convo, fam.
It's a very difficult conversation.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, fam.
But what can you do if someone gets pregnant? You can't.
What can you
force
do?
them
No.
to
The thing is,
What can you do?
with my policy, it'd never be like, if you have a kid, we have to support you. That's
No
the
cap,
thing.
No cap.
But I would go, please,
Come on, bro.
Please.
Like,
think twice.
you have to pay for your kids.
yeah.
Like,
Don't just give me like. Actually understand what contraception is. Take a course. Go on YouTube. Go on YouTube.
You literally
Understand.
get a pill that goes in
Yeah.
your arm, right?
oh, the arm thing, yeah, but that can break, you know. Like, the girls that I've spoken to have it, like, they're like, don't grip my arm too hard.
Oh shit!
'Cause it will break.
I didn't know that.
I'm out here gripping basketballs. Listen, I'm there.
Yeah. Just to get back onto the topic quickly before we end the episode, I want to give you guys some quick fire questions. Okay.
Go ahead.
Boom. Jamel and Deborah, they were talking about obviously her pulling up to him when he's with his boys, this, that, and the other. On iPhone, you don't have iPhone, get on iPhone, weirdo.
Why not shit?
But yeah, so on iPhone we have this thing called Share My iPhone. When you're on there, you can share your location with someone from 15 minutes to forever. Would you do that with your spouse? Would you do that with your partner? Would you put that on forever with your girl?
100%.
Yeah?
No cap.
Would you?
Yeah.
If that's the girl I'm marrying,
Forever, yeah? Wherever you are, she can pull up on you every time, anytime she wants.
For my own safety, yeah.
But pulling up is a bit of a.
Not pull
Well,
up
you
on
don't
me.
trust me
If she
kinda
knows where I am all the time, that's fine.
No
Okay.
way. Message me. Don't pull up on me.
Like,
Same.
if you're like, don't let your mum get hold of that sort of information. Though, you know?
Yeah, no cap. Same. With me, I like that. That kind of turns me on.
Oh fucking hell.
No, that kind of turns me on. Like, knowing where I am at all times is nice. It shows you're interested. And I don't want you to pull me up because I don't want you to pull up because that's kind of psycho. But just trust me. Do you know what I mean? Trust me.
Yeah.
I want to know that you're good. If I see you in a weird place, I'll probably be like, baby, like, you good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ask you like, oh, what the fuck's going on? Like, where the fuck are you?
No, I probably
I'm
would
pulling
answer.
up.
I probably would say,
Swear.
"Fuck you, out, man. Who the fuck you with?"
Yo, this guy's toxic as fuck. But some girls love that shit, though. Some girls love that shit.
Nah, hey.
So you never know. But yeah, yeah, cool. So that's something that maybe in a serious relationship you could do.
Well,
Just
would
be
you,
like,
would
just
you
to make
let
sure that you
someone
guys
pull up
cool.
on you, or like
Like with a gun. What do you mean pull up? Like,
pull
Like
up
your
on me?
girl,
okay.
man,
My
your
girl.
girl. Because she's got your location all times, 24/7.
if she's not gonna dampen the motive, yeah, sure. But if she is, then she can stay the fuck at home.
Right, that's a different take. I like that.
Yeah, no. If she's gonna make the motive, if she's gonna join the motive, yeah.
Make it lit.
But if you're gonna be there like, oh, like, can we do this? Be like, just go home.
What if it's a lads
Go
night?
sit
What
down
if she pulls up on a
somewhere.
lads
What are you
night?
doing?
What if she pulls up on a lads night?
My next girlfriend will be one of the boys.
Say nothing. I
Like,
like
like
that.
Amani's girlfriend is partially one of the.
No
like,
cap,
she's
no
hard.
cap,
She
no
can
cap.
pull up anywhere.
She could be calm as one of the mandem. If it's a mandem's night and she's there, I don't see her being awkward. I can't
Yeah.
lie.
She's
I can't lie.
Yeah.
No cap.
I
She's
agree,
good
I agree.
vibes. She's good vibes. One more question. How long should you wait after a breakup to have sex with someone else? I'm gonna ask this question because Deborah, after 2 weeks, she fucked a dude. She fucked someone off after their relationship, and despite it was 2 weeks later, she slept with someone else. They still got back together.
I can't like that happened to me.
Did it
2
happen to you,
weeks-
or did you do it?
No, 2 weeks after we broke up, she got with someone. Not got with someone else, she was chatting to someone else.
This is a personal question for you, innit?
Nah.
Why?
You were
Daniel?
telling me at Cosmos, innit?
What was I telling you?
You were talking about
Daniel?
your last relationship. How like, I'm not gonna say you were like, I've moved on too quickly.
You know what? Let's talk about it. You know what? Yeah. I personally think, I wasn't in a relationship with her, but I was dating her, innit? And we were talking about, she made a funny joke like, oh, you're going to be chatting to all these girls, you're going to be with all these girls. But I was like, no, like, I'll be chill. I'm not going to be in a relationship for a long time. She said the same thing. But
She lied.
the other day, Gauchos, mate. Why the fuck am I seeing you in Gauchos?
Gaucho.
What's Gauchos?
Bro, Gauchos,
You
bro.
don't know what
It's just a
Gauchos
restaurant.
is?
Gauchos
I
restaurant,
go,
bro.
I go to Spoons.
Saw you in Gauchos the other day with some guy. Nah,
Nah,
I'm
that's
seeing
a
ya.
violation.
Seeing ya somewhere else. Sure, wherever it
That's
was,
a
mate.
Fucking violation.
With a guy. But I can't lie, we stopped talking in January, and this was like last month.
Oh, okay.
So it's been a good 4 months. January, February, March, April.
Okay, yeah, no.
you're still
no.
bad.
It's been a good 4 months, mate.
After a month, I don't care. Man.
After-
I'm over you, man.
To be fair, as long as it's not the same fucking month, I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
I think
I'm just being dramatic.
as long as this is not the guy that we discussed,
Yeah.
then I'm good.
As long as it's not that guy, then we're cool.
I'm usually not on their socials for like a month anyway.
But you know what's
I don't see
funny?
any.
You know what's funny? She knows I don't use Snapchat. She knows I don't really post on Snapchat. And she knows I'm active on Instagram. And that's where she posted the stuff. So it's kind of making me think, did you want me to see that shit?
Yeah.
But anyway,
I
we'll move
think
on
that's
from
in
that.
our head though. They don't. Care.
It could be
They
in my
don't
head.
care, man.
They might not care.
No, because I'm on your side.
But
bro.
I feel
was
like I got to think about it though.
Yeah.
I feel like I got to think about it.
Yeah.
But either way, it is what it is. I've been doing my thing. You might know I've been dating things. You might know I've been dating girls.
Bro.
I've been trying to find my soulmate.
Got no dates, bro.
Soulmate.
You know, both my
You went on a bachata date the other day. Don't
That
say
wasn't
no
a date. That was with like like literally we just went as boys.
Come on.
No, on.
Man said you're on her waist. She's bare flicking her hips.
Yeah, that's bachata.
And as friends.
Yeah, 100%.
Shit.
I did,
Come on,
bro,
man.
you need,
Come
you
on,
need,
man.
you need
Let's
to
not
do it.
play games.
No, you need to. At university, I did this with random people on a weekly basis.
Yeah, random people's different.
Yeah, no, but this was someone
You
that
can go
literally.
club and dance with random people.
Wow,
you
she
never
was
know
around.
them.
Listen, we've only known each other like physically. We've only been in each other's physical presence for like tops an hour and a half. We were not in Shoreditch for more than an hour.
That's calm.
Yeah, all we did was like chill vibe at the thing. But the date that I did organise cancelled on me last week. The date before that cancelled on me.
Oh,
The day before that
shame.
cancelled on me.
She, but
I'm
she
just
pulled
like-
up though. She still pulled up on the bachata team.
Oh no,
bro.
of course she did because we're going as boys, and she's like freaking insane.
Now try going on a date not as boys.
Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not losing a bachata partner. That's not worth it.
Alright, say no more, nigga.
Unless you can.
I might pull up, do a double date thing. Probably we go bachata and they'll say, oh, we go grab drinks after.
You know the speakers arrived.
Yeah?
The speakers
Oh,
arrived.
yeah, we turn it up.
Friday.
Oh yeah, wanted to say before we go into anything else, we need to wrap up. But I'm gonna start shouting out people that we know, local people
Yeah.
that we know that's got music coming out. People that have got their own stuff, any type of audio things. We're gonna start shouting it out on our podcast. We need to get out there. We need to start showing some love, man. Do you know what I mean? Show some love to get some love.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's what the cheeky fellas are on. What was you saying, bro?
Oh yeah, no. What was I saying? Oh yeah, this Friday. Oh wait, it's not gonna fly this Friday. No, on Friday we'll definitely do a salsa meetup or bachata meetup. I'll do like a 2-hour class.
Say nothing, I'm there.
On Friday, bet.
I'll
bet,
pull up.
Bet.
But yeah, man, thank you guys for tuning into this episode. This is about therapy. Hey, man, black people need to go to therapy. we don't do therapy. We just turn to the Bible and we pray to God. I mean, it's enough for some people, but we need to start speaking as humans. Yeah,
My sister perceives that as therapy, but we'll invite
we'll
her
get
on
into
one
that.
day. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. It's been Rockstar James.
It's been D. for lie.
It's been Frenchie, aka I don't know, man. It's been Frenchie, bro. You know
No
what I'm saying?
cap, and we out.